it going, boys, girls, and squirrels? As you can see, I've moved into my new place. I've already told my Black Butler people this. They already know. However, I only told them a half-truth. I told them I just moved into the new place. I wasn't fully unpacked yet, which is all true. But I also told them that the reason I'm scruffy is because I couldn't find my razor. And well, that was and is true at the time. I'm scruffy because I choose to be. I could find the razor if I wanted. I don't know. I don't know what I've become. I look like a werewolf. I'm lying to you guys now. The move has changed me. Now I'm paying for it because my little side curlies are driving me nuts. But scruffy or not, we're back watching Bungo Stray Dogs. So let's get into it. But first, we gotta talk about today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is a mobile dungeon crawler with over 600 champions to collect, challenging PvE bosses, and tactical PvP content. There's nothing I love more than sinking my teeth into a game with tons of different characters to choose from. And right now, Raid is increasing its roster of awesome looking champions with a new variety of champion known as Mythical Champions. A step above legendary champions, these new mythical champions are able to metamorph, which allows them to change between two different forms. So your champion will go from something standard to something a little more impressive. And I love how much variety and player expression this allows for. I also love that the transformations aren't just mechanical, but they're also cosmetic. Because when you transform, you want to look cooler. It's so disappointing to unlock a new ability or skill in a video game, and it's just like a stat boost. You want to see your character become more powerful. That's exactly what metamorphing is. Oh, by the way, do you want a free legendary champion? Say no more. If you log into Raid on 7 different days between August 22nd and October 23rd, you'll unlock Sun Wukong for free. And for new players, if you use the promo code JTSKIN before October 7th, you'll get one of the best epic champions, Stag Knight, for free. Also, if you click my link or scan my QR code, you'll get a free starter pack with this awesome in-game loot. So make sure you download Raid Shadow Legends using my link or QR code. Thank you so much to Raid for sponsoring this video, and now, let's get into it.
In half an hour from now, one of us dies.
Oh wow, thanks for the spoilers. Dazai, if you're not gonna contribute to the plot for a full season, the least you could do is not spoil it.
Now. Time for a delayed explanation. Until now, the two of you were imprisoned on the lowest level, a special ability space created to hold—
No way Gogol's actually excited about exposition right now. We get it. You're quirky. You're not like other clowns. But don't sit here and act like whatever nonsense explanation you're about to give is gonna at all be exciting.
The elevators are even more of a pain in the butt. The only way to get to the higher levels is aboard one of these elevators.
Why did this turn into national treasure? Dazai's been out of the picture for a full season and a half, and the first thing he does when he returns is a heist?
And just for good measure, it's not regular water, but heavy water, made from a different isotope of hydrogen.
Bungo Stray Dogs is so obsessed with being clever and different that even the water is weird. Oh, it's not like other waters, it's quirky water. Is water not deadly enough? Just let water be water. Don't try and Tumblrify everything.
I am going to allow each of you to take one of these items with you. They're each powerful tools that may help you find a way to victory.
I feel like I'm watching the intro to a Hitman mission.
And fourth, a satellite phone. There's radio reception on the first floor. If you make it there, you can request help from any of your accomplices worldwide.
Oh, choose the phone. As long as you get to the first floor, you could call Rompo, and then the mission basically completes itself. Or choose the card key. Honestly, I'd be happy with you choosing anything other than a pocket full of penny grenades.
Fyodor's actions are incomprehensible and freakish. But in fact, he's more calculating and rational than anyone.
Great choice. The card key is a perfect pick for Fyodor.
Let me see. I think I like this one best.
Me? You want me?
Bad choice. Sigma is a terrible pick for Dazai. Dazai, you're trying to sneak out of this place. What makes you think bringing along this anxiety factory is going to help with that?
Yeah, my dad's a cop. Wait! Never mind what he said about anything.
Let's go, baby. This is what I want to see. This is the real content. You know how Rampo essentially replaced Atsushi as the protagonist in Season 4? Can these two do that for Rampo? Is it too much to ask that Vlad the Impaled and this little girl become the series' new protagonists?
Do you have any ideas?
I do. Dig a hole and sleep for 200 years or so. Wait for the situation to improve.
It's a good idea, Bram, but I think we're gonna weigh our other options first. Digging a hole is a solid backup, though. I appreciate your commitment to the brainstorm.
Young girl,
Yeah?
may I ask, are you a fast runner?
I guess so. I'm the fastest sprinter in my class. Why?
Why are you choosing now to be humble? Young girl, are you a fast runner? I mean, I've held the record for the fastest sprinter in Japan for the last 7 years, but I don't know if that makes me a fast runner.
Compared to living in that cramped cell for so long, this is like walking in a ballroom. Let's dance!
What are you going to use me for?
I think it's pretty clear what he's gonna use you for, Sigma. The salsa competition's in 2 weeks, and Dazai still doesn't have a partner.
Also, stop dancing!
Okay, fine, I stopped.
Octagawa has been dead for 2 episodes, and Dazai's just already got his mitts all over another man.
Thanks a lot. Stop dicking around for once!
Stop dicking around is not a phrase I ever expected to hear come out of Sigma's mouth. Do you notice those weird bright flashes when he hit her? Do you think that was the show's attempt to, like, censor out the violence against children in this? Like, you know, in the Powerpuff Girls, anytime someone gets punched, they kind of cut to, like, a big white screen so that it doesn't seem, like, that violent. Don't get me wrong, like, this is so not a tangent that anyone cares about. I just want you guys to know that I know the Powerpuff Girls was incredibly violent. I'm just saying, I remember back in that show, they had like precautions so that it wasn't like just taken off air completely. But anyway, I think that's what this was. I think the little flashes were like to try and lessen the impact of this little girl getting hit. Either that, or the show's just straight up trying to give me a seizure.
Disrespectful.
Oh, you couldn't have done that before the thing Spartan kicked her?
What happens now?
There's only one way out of this.
Oh my god, whose voice was that? I can't tell if I'm supposed to recognize that voice. Was that Junichiro? That sounded like an entirely different character. Oh my god, it's Kenji! Oh my god, Kenji has been irrelevant for so long, I forgot what his voice sounded like. What are you doing here, Kenji? Shouldn't you be somewhere else getting stabbed right now? Also, this scene totally just disproved my Powerpuff Girls theory, but did prove my theory about the show wanting to give me a seizure.
Aren't you forgetting about the game?
Hey, you want to go for a tour around the jail? It's not a place you get to see every day, you know?
God, life in prison has not been kind to Dazai's psyche. This dude's mind is mush. I haven't seen Dazai be this quirky since season 1.
It shocked me how strongly that word spoke to me. Everyone in the world has a home that they're born to.
Look, I know Sigma isn't ready to learn about the world's housing crisis, and he shouldn't be expected to already know about it, but my god, just wait until he learns about the world's housing crisis. I think a 5-minute walk around New York City could really cheer up Mr. Everybody Has a Home except for me.
Have you heard about the most powerful gifted guard in this whole prison? Well, you're looking at him right now, Briarius the 100-hander.
Says the guy who just got killed by probably Chuya. Let's be honest, the intruder is almost definitely Chuya, because the intruder is always Chuya.
Huh? Holy shit!
Somebody's gotta reel in the dubbing team. They've been off the rails since season 4. I just didn't expect such a genuine reaction out of Gogol there. Soon, a twisted little game will be at an end, Fiona. Holy shit!
Prisoner D18, don't move! Raise your hands. resist and you will be shot.
He's resisting!
This gifted intruder manipulates gravity.
Oh my god, a gifted intruder who manipulates gravity. I wonder who that could be. It's not even fun predicting what's gonna happen in Bungo Stray Dogs anymore. They do, look, this has been a season of curveballs, for sure. But I am still the anime whisperer.
Chuya Nakahara.
Oh my god, speaking of curveballs, it's never been Vampire Chuya before. I love that people get new clothes when they turn into vampires. What, was Chuya turned on a date or something? Where did this biker outfit come from?
And now my job is to rescue you from this very unfriendly airport and deliver you to safety.
You know what? This is a very unfriendly airport. Well said, Kenji.
It smells of dirt to me. Are you a farmer? If so, are you interested in cultivating my land for me?
I love how Bram's, lost a couple of brain cells from having that sword shoved through him. His tone is always dignified, but his words are always stupid.
Where is he?
I don't know, but I'm happy to help you look for him.
You what? You're gonna help me look for Jono?
Why, sure.
That's great.
This is the season of unlikely friendships, and I love all of them so much. That was like watching two toddlers go from enemies to friends. That was incredible.
But you let Bram escape. Why else let the leader of the vampires go?
Oh, that? Well, I have a good reason.
Why did you ask him if you weren't gonna listen to his reason?
I apologize, but I don't have time to chat. I'm here to find Jono, and I must find him in the quickest way possible.
Hey, you know, it'd be a super quick way to find him? Asking questions and then listening to the answers.
Not quite so wasted.
Jericho, if you're watching this, then it means that I'm dead.
God, I can't, keep up with who is and isn't dead. If you turn into a vampire, do you die? Is Octagawa dead because he died and then became a vampire? Or is he just a vampire? Everyone in my comments of the Octagawa death episode were like, oh, Danny finally got to his death. I had no idea he died. They really didn't make it seem like he did. And now Chuya's a vampire, this guy's a vampire. There's no way Octagawa is actually dead. Same with Chuya and this guy. I don't know. I feel like maybe when the vampire thing's resolved, they'll do a sad fan service-y death. But it happened too quick and too throwaway for him to actually have died. Oh, never mind, Kenji. I guess you were needed after all. My bad. I shouldn't have made fun of you for needing to go get stabbed somewhere else. Clearly, your stabbing was needed here.
Are you the detective agency's brute force gifted?
What the hell? Is this guy stronger than Kenji? Being strong is Kenji's whole thing. You can't introduce a character who's stronger than Kenji. Then what does he have? Getting stabbed? Kenji had 3 things going for him. Being strong, getting stabbed, and being subscribed to my Patreon. Now it's just the stabbings and Patreon. God, and it takes so long to recover from a stab wound. Yeah, see where I'm going with this? You know what? At the very least, Kenji has over a dozen hours of reaction content to watch on my Patreon to help him through the recovery process. He can watch my Food Wars reactions, he can watch my Blue Lock reactions, he can watch all the live streams I've done in the past and will do in the future. And if he somehow manages to finish all that extra bonus content, he can hop in my Discord and chat with me and other members of our wonderful community. And he can @ me because I always encourage people to @ me, and he'll be like, hey Danny, still recovering from the stab, and I'll be like, Kenji, quit getting stabbed! And if you plan on getting stabbed anytime in the near or distant future, make sure you check out my Patreon in the description below as well. It really helps out the channel a ton and ensures that I'm able to keep putting out as much content as I do. Now, with all that out of the way, on to the next one.
Sounds good. But you have to give me a ride over there on the tiger side.
Good negotiation. Fair trade. You can't make a deal with Atsushi and not have the fine print be, but also I get to ride you.
I'll instruct my henchman by radio if the rendezvous goes well. But Techo aside, Jonah's still missing. I can't guarantee anything.
Okay, well at least transform, Atsushi. She didn't want to ride because her legs were tired. She wanted one because you can become a tiger.
Normally, I'm the one making people fess up. You're rather difficult to deal with, aren't you?
What happened? I thought you guys just had a truce. Damn it, Atsushi! I told you should have turned into a tiger. You broke the whole truce.
Age manipulation. Go to sleep now, tiger child.
I can't tell which is a worse insult. Tiger child or like Whittle Kitty. Because they're essentially the same thing, right? She basically just called him a tiny Whittle Kitty. But while Whittle Kitty is certainly demeaning, go to sleep now, tiger child sounds like the lyrics of a Taylor Swift song, which is something I never want to be referred to as.
But your comrade is quite doomed.
I must go help.
Yo. Alright, listen. No series has gotten me to go from hating a character to loving a character more frequently than Bungo Stray Dogs has. If Kenji is about to unlock some sort of psychotic rage state, I am willing to consider changing all of my opinions on him.
I must go help. I must go help. I must go help.
Boys, girls, and all woodland creatures in between, I think I might like Kenji. By the way, those of you keeping up the boys, girls, and squirrels lore, yes, all of you who identify as squirrels just unlocked new subclasses. So Kenji gets stronger when he gets hungry, right? Does that mean he gets like an extra power boost when he gets hangry?
I'm not surprised. There's a certain unwritten law in Yokohama that goes like this. You must never anger Kenji.
Dude, was this the plan from the very beginning? Is this mangaka like secretly a genius? This must be how One Piece fans feel. I can't believe my investment in this dumb little show is being rewarded so intensely.
His childhood friend was buried alive by the mud. He said he had no memory of what happened after that.
This is genuinely everything I could have asked for, and way more. I'm flabbergasted right now. I can't believe they fixed Kenji.
Kill me.
Oh, please kill him. That would be crazy.
What do you say we find this person together?
That's fine. That's completely okay. I got my fill of crazy Kenji. As long as Rage Kenji shows up at some point later on, this will have all been worth it. If he doesn't, I'll be furious.
So easy. He's the Atsushi type for sure.
I hate how Dazai's just like collecting a harem, like he's playing Xenoblade Chronicles or something. Just going around adding easily manipulated soft boys to his party wherever he can.
This is the central surveillance room.
Warning. Warning. This flooding process cannot be interrupted.
Aw shit, Chuya's caught in the quirky water.
A gifted criminal. The world's most successful thief. She was arrested when she stole 8 military secrets in South America.
Whatever. That's fine. It was only a matter of time before we got furries in this show. Which author did they turn into a furry? Who could this possibly be?
It looks like this is goodbye. It's a shame that it had to happen this way. We've known each other for 7 years. Never did get along though, did they?
Do not kill another member of your soft boy squad. Is this just like a new year, new you kind of rampage? Like your harem was getting too big, so you started streamlining it? This is the most disrespectful way this show could possibly kill Chuya. There's zero chance he's dead. There's no way he dies as a vampire, drowning in tumbler water, making rabid badger sounds.
Sorry, nothing comes to mind. Anyway, bye-bye.
Like, zero chance he's dead. I'm not even, like, I'm not even gonna humor this show with this. He's not dead, and the way he's not dead is going to be the most ridiculous thing the show has ever had to offer. It's gonna be like, oh, Chuya manipulated the gravity of the heavy water, turning it into light water, which, coincidentally, is not only breathable, but healthier than normal air.
Break this seal, and I, Demon Incarnate, will be free to rule this world and bathe it in darkness for all of eternity.
Oh yeah, you're so spooky, Bram. With your sleepy time personality and 6 unskewered brain cells. You're adorable, Bram. You're about as intimidating as a Psyduck.
I'm sorry, but you know a lot of stuff, don't you?
Of course, my knowledge is great. What you don't know is this is the second time I've been impaled by this sword.
Wow, sounds like you were a pretty lame vampire if you keep getting skewered by this damn sword.
I will silence you, demon, forever!
Oh, Bram. Why does that story make you so sad when you think about it?
I don't know, maybe because it's the story of how he became a Pez dispenser. What? What do you mean, why does that story make you sad when you tell it? Fucking look at him!
Must be wonderful being so oblivious.
Wrong music, guys. These episodes keep ending with like super tense or super dark moments, but they refuse to replace the end theme song with something other than the Japanese equivalent of Here Comes the Sun. And that is episodes, whatever the episodes are of season 5 of Bungo Stray Dogs. Check the description, I usually write them in there. Good, you know, as always, they're like fairly good. Every other video I make is like the best episode batch of Bungo Stray Dogs. So it'll be like episodes 1 and 2, I think were pretty okay, and then 3 and 4 were crazy, and then 5 and 6 were fine. No, 5 and 6 were crazy. This is 7 and 8, and they're okay. Never mind, my equation makes no sense. But regardless, my point is, this is an okay batch. They were good though. The okayest episodes of season 5 are still the best episodes of season 3. But as always, let me know in the comments what you thought of these episodes. Let me know without spoilers. Like if you don't know, you can comment. But if you do know, no commenting. Do you think Chuya and Akutagawa are dead? I say no. I would put actual for real money on no. Akutagawa maybe. Chuya, like, not at all. There's not even, like, an ounce of a chance that he's dead. And I will see you guys next time.